In Japan, self-care isn't a luxury. It's a rhythm woven into everyday life. What if you could change the way you care for yourself? Not through expensive retreats, but by simply shifting the invisible habits that shape each day. Each quiet act of attention builds something powerful. Your sense of worth, your self-respect, the way you move through the world. This is the story of Daniel, a young man quietly losing his balance in the speed of modern life. Until one morning, a simple encounter shifts everything. Join his quiet conversations with Sensei Wu and step into the gentle world of Japanese self-care, where simple rituals shape the mind, the body, and the environment. None of them cost money. None require special tools. You only need your attention. Now let's begin their story and discover the quiet wisdom hidden in simple daily rituals. Each morning, Daniel passed his neighbor's wooden gate. He often saw the old man sweeping there in silence, his movements so slow they almost felt like they were stopping time. That man was Wu, a retired Aikido master who now tended the small Japanese garden hidden across the street. One day, Wu looked up and said, "Peace hides in small gestures, Daniel. Would you like to learn where it begins?" Daniel nodded. Sensei Wu told him to begin with his hands. His first lesson was how to move with gentle care. When you open a door or place your cup, you are to imagine you are holding something sacred. If your hands soften, Sensei Wu explains, your thoughts will follow. He showed Daniel how he even folded his tea towel, every motion calm, deliberate, almost meditative. The samurai, he said, practiced this every day. They knew that calm hands create a calm heart. Daniel wondered if something so simple could really change the way his mind worked. Sensei Wu told him that simple things are never small. They are the quiet architecture of discipline. Soon, Sensei Wu invited Daniel deeper into his daily rhythm. In his second lesson, he showed Daniel how to make matcha consciously. When you watch the steam rise, he said, when you feel the warmth of the bowl, and when you inhale the subtle scent of the tea, every sense awakens, if you give it space. He poured the bowl slowly and told Daniel the tea masters of Kyoto lived by Ichigo-ichi, one encounter, one chance, meaning each moment is unrepeatable. Daniel realized it was never about the tea, but about awareness, turning the ordinary into something sacred. The third lesson was to listen to sense, to fully feel the moment with all your senses. Wu explained, "We don't just smell incense, we listen to it. You give the moment time to unfold, just like you would listen to rain tapping on wood, and let the scent fill your mind." When Daniel listened to life in this way, the rush of the world finally began to slow. One afternoon, Sensei Wu led Daniel beneath the trees. "Your fourth lesson," he said, "is to bask in komorebi, the light that weaves through the leaves like threads of gold." He said the Japanese see this light as healing, like water or fire, teaching the heart to breathe again. Daniel stood there as the light touched his skin, and time itself seemed to soften. The next morning, Sensei Wu took Daniel to the small stone basin in the garden. His fifth lesson was to wash hands consciously. At shrines, he explained, people rinse their hands not only to cleanse the body, but the heart. Water has memory. Let it wash away what no longer belongs. Daniel asked if that meant the day could truly begin anew. Sensei Wu smiled and said yes. "Tomorrow morning," Wu said, "your next lesson will be to open the window and let the stale night air drift away. Fresh air," he said, "is nature's invisible medicine." They watched the rising sun together, and Sensei Wu added his lesson 7, to thank the sun. "Farmers and monks alike greeted at dawn," he said, "not to demand miracles, but to honor the ordinary light that makes life possible." Back in the courtyard the next day, Sensei Wu showed Daniel a different kind of work, the way how to clean the morning. In Zen temples, he explained, cleaning is a form of prayer, dusting the shelves, sweeping the halls. Each motion clears both space and mind. My teacher once told me, to move the broom is to move the heart. Then, Lesson 9 followed. Radio Taiso is a short morning exercise every Japanese child once knew. Wu smiled. I will show you. Sensei Wu led Daniel through gentle stretches as the sunlight poured in. It lasted only 3 minutes, but it awakened every muscle and reminded the body that it was alive. Energy comes from motion, he said, not just from thought. When they met again some days later in the late afternoon, the tone of the lessons softened into something more intimate. Lesson 10 was solo karaoke. Sensei Wu chuckled and admitted that he sang alone at the end of every day. It's not for anyone to hear, he said. It's for my heart to release what words cannot express. As the sun dipped lower, Sensei Wu turned inward. His 11th lesson was to focus on the tanden, the center, a few fingers below the navel. He placed his hand there and told Daniel to breathe deeply into that point. This, he said, is where power and calm begin. Samurai warriors learn to breathe from here before drawing their swords. When anxiety spreads upward, let it sink back down, grounding yourself in the breath. That is the quiet home of strength. In the following week, Wu explained Serisaiton, the art of letting go and creating order. This was Lesson 12. They walked into Sensei Wu's small study, where everything was in perfect harmony. One brush, one notebook, nothing more. He explained that Seri means separating what you need from what you do not. And Seiton means arranging what remains so that it supports, rather than distracts you. Outer chaos, he said, is always a reflection of inner confusion. When your desk clears, your thoughts find space to breathe. As the evening cicadas began to sing, Sensei Wu guided Daniel toward release. Your next lesson is Ofuro, the evening bath. He explained that the warm water lifts the body's temperature and allows the day's tension to flow away. Even a small basin for your hands, he said, can send a quiet message to your nervous system. You have done enough today. He poured water into a bowl for Daniel, and the steam curled upward like a gentle embrace. Finally, Sensei Wu offered his last lesson, to pray for someone else. Go to a shrine, he said, or simply close your eyes at home. Wish quietly for another's health or happiness, without asking for anything in return. When your heart expands outward, he added, serenity flows inward. He handed Daniel an old notebook, open to a line of calligraphy. The more I think of others, the less I bleed inside. Do you remember? When Daniel had arrived, he had been chasing balance, searching for some grand shift in his life. Now, standing by the gate, he realized that he had found something quieter, yet deeper. Stillness. Sensei Wu smiled and said that balance wasn't something you found. It was something you remembered. When Daniel left the gate that evening, the world around him hadn't changed. The same wind, the same streets, the same sky. But now, each step carried awareness. Each small act, a door gently opened, a deep breath, a quiet thank you to the sun, had become a way of honoring life itself. That's the quiet truth of Japanese self-care. Not doing more, but noticing more. Over time, these small rituals become the rhythm that steadies your days, giving calm, confidence, and quiet strength no chaos can shake. So, walk gently, because the way you move through the world teaches the world how to move around you.